Hey, welcome to the Living Dead Chat, where we discuss all things The Walking Dead TV show. If you are new to this channel and would like to keep up with the discussions, please subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. Also, I appreciate if you like, share, and comment the video. So the topic for this video is, how will Rick Grimes exit? And again, spoiler warning, but as you know, Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show. He announced this at the San Diego Comic-Con. This was my topic for the last video I made. So this video I want to kind of focus on some of the theories that's been bouncing around all over the place. So I didn't really credit any of these theories because I've seen these theories all over the place, kind of recycled over and over again, so I don't know where they came from originally. So these are the four possible exits. Now there are other theories out there, and I may mention some of them as I talk about these, but these are the four major ones I keep hearing about. So there's one that says that Rick gets killed by the Whisperers among the Horde. One where Rick gets killed by walkers, so just plain old walkers. Rick gets injured by the Whisperers, and Jadis calls for the helicopter to take him to help. And then Rick gets injured by the Whisperers and leads the pack, disappearing. So these are just four theories. I'm going to talk about these, and let's go. So one of the theories I've been hearing is that Rick gets killed by the Whisperers among the Horde. The Whisperers is going to be a new villain group of villains in the show, and they were hinted in the Comic-Con trailer at the very end. You can hear them whispering, "Where are they?" in a really cool, creepy voice. So we know they're coming, and a lot of people have been throwing around that the Horde they keep seeing. So they saw the Horde at the very end of last season, and then in the trailer, you can see the Horde a couple of times here and there. And this is actually a snapshot from the trailer of a Horde. I don't know if this is the Horde that is going to be responsible for injuring or killing Rick, but this is the Horde that you can see in the trailer, and I think maybe another picture too. Another scene in there with a horde of zombies. So the Whisperers like to hide among groups of zombies, and that's what makes them so dangerous, because you don't know if they're a human or a zombie because they're hidden among the zombies by wearing the skins of the zombies. And but they apparently kill people with weapons. So some people think that Rick is going to get stabbed. On the left side, you can actually see in a couple scenes in the trailer where his left side is bloody. And there's also a scene in the trailer where he's dripping blood on the left side. So it makes sense that he got stabbed and he's dripping blood. So this is one of the theories. He just gets killed by the Whisperers. He just maybe tries to fight off the horde of zombies like he always does, and unexpectedly gets stabbed. And yeah, well, we have to see what happens, but that's a theory. So, and then of course another theory can come off of that is that he just gets killed by walkers. Either he gets bitten by a walker or gets ripped apart by walkers, who knows. I think this is a dumb theory. I don't think that's going to happen, just because there was such a backlash when Carl got bit by a zombie and that's how he died. I didn't really care for Carl, honestly, but a lot of people did. It makes sense. He's Rick's son, and he became a stronger and stronger character as the season went by, and a lot of people felt that Carl deserved a more epic death than just a simple little bite, because he's fought the walkers so many times. And I don't think so. A lot of people were angry about that, and I thought that was crazy too. It just was annoying. So I don't think they're going to do the same thing to Rick. That'd be stupid on AMC's part. So I don't think that's going to happen. But this is a possibility and a theory that's been floating around. Now, another theory is that Rick gets injured by the Whisperers, or maybe the walkers, and Jadis calls for the helicopter to take him to help. So we saw this helicopter a few times in the last season. Rick saw the helicopter. We saw the helicopter pad at the junkyard where Jadis's group were staying at. and at the very end of last season, she called this helicopter, signaling for help. So she's connected with this helicopter, and a lot of people believe this helicopter is tied to a different group out there, which obviously makes sense. They're definitely not tied to any of these people. So in the trailer, the Comic-Con trailer, it shows Jadis calling for this helicopter. And so people believe that Rick gets injured, he gets stabbed, let's say, on the left side, as the trailer kind of shows. And she calls for this helicopter because she knows it can take Rick to maybe a group of doctors or whatever. And this, I like this theory because it keeps it open-ended for Rick. Rick can still leave the show, take his time off of his family, and come back some other season, maybe at the very end of this season or the next season. I like this theory because I don't want them to kill Rick Grimes. I really love Rick Grimes. He's my favorite character and a lot of people's other favorite characters, so it'd be really sad to see him go. So we'll have to see how they play around with this concept, this theory, if they do this theory. And then another theory out there, which is also kind of a weak one, I feel, but Rick gets injured by the Whispers, and he leads the pack disappearing. So in the trailer, you can see Rick on a white horse. You can see his shirt is bloody. You can't see in this screen capture of the trailer, but if you watch that scene, you can see that he's bloody on the left side. And he's on his horse, and he's leading the pack away, probably from the other people. You know, and maybe he dies, maybe he doesn't die, maybe he, you know, who knows. It's kind of strange he would just leave. Maybe this is kind of the mist of it, and then, like, if this is, you know, this is obviously going to happen in the show because it's the scene from the trailer. Maybe he's just leading them, but then he gets weak, he falls off the horse, and Jadis comes to him and tells Michonne, like, we got to take him for help, and I can help. I can call this helicopter. You know, I can call whatever, name the group of people that I'm also part of. So I feel like, you know, this can be tied into the scene, or it could just simply be him leaving and he falls off the horse and dies, or he leaves and just leaves, which I don't think he would just leave. You know, he's got Judith, he's got Michonne, he's got all his loved ones back at, you know, at camp. It looks like they're setting up a camp for this season, as seen in the trailer. And so it's I don't think he would just get up and leave. Even though he's trying to, you know, lead a horde, he would come back at some point, unless he falls off and dies, or dies, you know. So we'll have to see how this scene plays a part in the show. It is very curious what's going on here. So those are the theories. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and if you're new, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to receive notifications. I hope to do these videos every so often. I really like to build a community here, so please check out my other videos and support the channel. Peace.